English audio is provided by a text-to-speech software.
こんにちは、ともです。英語は苦手なので、音声読み上げソフトを頼っています。それではどうぞごゆっくり。
This video will discuss characters from Demon Slayer. I will touch on the characteristics of these three characters, but there will be no serious spoilers. In this video, I'll give you some tips on how to enjoy anime. When a trio appears in an anime, paying attention to these things will help you enjoy the story even more. I took a look at the trio Kamaboko Squad from Demon Slayer, consisting of Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. Let's get started. This is a sudden question for you. Have you ever heard of the 3 important elements in areas where you need to hone your skills, especially in sports? Mind, technique, and body. This may only be said in Japan, but the 3 elements necessary to master something are written like this in Japanese.
心、技、体。
It is said that this phrase was popularized by the Japanese judoka Kano Jigoro. It states that in order to master judo or any martial art, you must train your mind, technique, and body. In fact, if you apply this phrase to the 3 main characters that appear in the anime, you will find something interesting. It is highly likely that each of the 3 characters is responsible for one of these 3 elements. For example, imagine the perfect demon slayer. He would surely have a strong will that resists any temptation, a strong mental fortitude that doesn't give in to difficulties, in other words, a strong heart, the skills to unleash ultimate techniques, and a well-trained, strong body. However, the protagonists who begin their adventure are still inexperienced. One of the highlights of the story is the growth of the characters. Think back to the scene before and after the 3 of them were together. Inosuke has overwhelming physical abilities. In addition to his extraordinary flexibility, he has a history of surviving alone as a wild child, so he probably has the toughest physique of the 3. Inosuke has major problems with etiquette and expressing emotions. One of the highlights of the story is how Inosuke changes as he meets new people. Zenitsu's techniques show overwhelming strength. He wields his sword with impossibly fast speed, and possesses the skill to defeat his enemies in an instant. However, he has serious mental issues. He is very timid and emotionally unstable. He is also no match for Inosuke in terms of physical strength. The main character, Tanjiro, may not be as skilled or physically strong as his 2 new companions, but he is the strongest mentally. It wasn't clear when Tanjiro was acting alone, but after meeting his friends, it became clear to him that the areas he needed to work on more were his technique and physique. Characters with flaws are fascinating. The appeal of anime is how imperfect people help each other and grow. The idea of placing importance on mind, technique, and body may be useful not only in sports but in life in general. Even if you have the technique, if your heart is not also there, you may hurt someone with that technique, and without physical strength, you cannot train that technique. If you only have physical strength but not the technique or heart, you will just run wild like Inosuke. Even if you have a kind heart, if you lack the technique and physical strength, you will not be able to fully demonstrate that kindness. Also, if you think of physical strength as money, you might be able to imagine what a good company looks like. A company that thinks it's all about making money might waste resources if it doesn't have the technology, or hurt people if it doesn't have the heart. Such a company will eventually go bankrupt. Well, this time we focused on the trio that appears in Demon Slayer, but what about trios in other anime? How about Eren, Armin, and Mikasa from Attack on Titan, or the trio of Yuji, Nobara, and Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. You might enjoy anime even more if you focus on each element of mind, technique, and body. This channel will continue to bring you information that will help you enjoy anime in even more depth and make it even more enjoyable. Please subscribe to the channel and be sure to watch our next video.